Welcome back to episode 4 of Stoneopolis, and I've done some work off camera. That's the first thing to note. I created another 3 of each of the runes, so I've now got 4 of the self-sacrifice and 4 of the sacrifice runes. I did a load more copper nuggets, and one thing I have done to help viewers see the recipes within the alloy kill is I brighten the squares up in the GUI, so when you look at the recipes now you can actually see the ones that are black, so that should help us. What else did I do? I emptied all those, I cooked some more fish, I made a load of wood, and I've prepped up for what is going to be our next little project. As you can see here, I've got some furnaces, load of wooden hoppers, some more filters, some more input and output nodes, another master routing node, and of course the framed simple compacting drawer that we made a lot earlier. One thing I do mean to do, first of all, is when you're creating your copper, you'll need 4 of these copper dusts to make the orange coloured sapling, which is a quest that we didn't do in the last episode. That's this one here, and you do actually get a reward for that. We also need to create a grey coloured sapling as well. I'll do that a little bit later. The first thing we're going to do is to automate these void chunks into void nuggets, and if you remember back in the earlier episode we hollowed this out. I left a furnace here. Now I've been thinking about how to do this, and I've come up with, I'm hoping, a workable plan. Now we all know on a vanilla furnace, if you input from the top it goes into the top slot, if you input into the side it goes into the fuel slot, and then you output the cooked whatever it is from the bottom. So with that in mind, I think there's a way that I can do this where we only use 3 of the blood magic nodes for transport. If I put a furnace there, and we're going to put an output node against those furnaces, and then I'm going to put another furnace, shift there, and another furnace there. Now that one output node is pointing into the sides of these 4 furnaces. That's our fuel slot. Now I'm going to need a block to stand on so I can get up here. So that's the fuel input. Now so far as the actual products in the top, I could just stick a node down on the top of all these, but again I think there's a better way to do it using wooden hoppers. If we stick a wooden hopper on the top, now I'm going to use another output node against that. Well, this node, yeah, the node should connect to the hoppers. The only downside is these hoppers they're very slow with them being wooden ones and not proper hoppers, but we can change them to proper ones when we get iron. And I'm going to put another wooden hopper there. Now I can get to that node easy enough, and from here I can get to that node. So that's going to input the items in the top, which is actually the same as this node here for fuel. We're going to actually use the void chunks for both. So what I need to do is pull out of this drawer, and for that we need an input node underneath. I'm going to put it underneath so it's not visible. I'll leave that block out for the time being so we can hook all this up. I'm going to put our master routing node down. It doesn't matter where it goes, somewhere out of the way, maybe over there. And if we've got our wand, which I haven't, we can connect all these together. So that can connect to that one, and then that one can connect to that one, and then that one can connect to that one. And should all be connected. Now the only thing left is the output. So that's the things to go back. And what I'm going to do is knock that block out there, because that is where we're going to put our drawer. And for this, we can simply use hoppers. Now I'm going to need a hopper in the middle, and then all the other hoppers will connect to it. Like so. So the other thing left to do is to set the filters up, and they're pretty straightforward really. I just want 3 filters, yeah, 3 filters, and they have void chunks in them all. And we put 1 in here. And then we put 1 in here, and now when we put this one in, they should start filling up with fuel. So there's that one. Oh, right, okay, so remember these are sided, so that's the reason why that one has got one. I need more filters. I need a filter in that side as well, and then I'm going to need these other 2. So that's that one, that's that side, and then there's this side, and then this side. So that now should all be filling up. And as you can see there, it transfers 16 at a time. Right, so we need another 4 filters for the top one, and I've got 3 wooden hoppers. Of course I have. So let's make another wooden hopper. And then we can just put these on here. How much blood's in there? That's enough, because it's only 100 millibuckets, I believe, per filter. And again, we can do all 4 of these filters at once. That's the wrong filter, isn't it? No, it's the right filter, sorry. Yeah, because it's for this. So we have 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there, and 1 in there. And they should all start cooking the void chunks. 1 at a time, really? Oh, well, I suppose it's filling more than 1 at once. Oh, it's the hoppers. The hoppers are the limiting factor here. Yeah, of course they are. It doesn't matter. It can't burn 1 quicker than it actually inserts 1, so that's fine. And they should all be pulled out the bottom, and nothing's going in there. So let's have a look. Why are we not getting anything in there? Well, they're getting cooked. So are they getting stuck? Oh, I think actually I have to prep this drawer. This drawer needs prepping. And then they will go in. Yeah, as you can see, the count's going up. Lovely. And that is that system automated. At a later date, we'll use metal or, you know, vanilla hoppers instead of these things. But I mean, they're working. So long as they're emptying, which they will do, because this takes, I don't know, probably about 10 seconds to actually cook one. And it literally takes 1 second to drop through the hopper. So that should be fine. Very simple way to set that up. Again, we've only used 2 nodes, but we've had to use 8 filters. Right, we must keep an eye on this. We don't want this to run out. If we're finding that this is going to run out, then all we need to do is to increase the resource generators that we have on here. So let's plug that hole back up and plug that gap back up. So that looks like it's dropping down to 1,469. Yeah, that's going up, so that's fine. Yeah, that's actually increasing now. It's filled all the hoppers and all the furnaces. So there's our automated system for void ingots and void nuggets. That's going to help us further down the line. So let's look back at the chapter now that we're leaving behind. So once we get into sort of better copper making, we can come back and do these. There is going to be a point where we're going to need the blood orb, so at that point we'll do the copper block. But for the time being, let's just do the light coloured grey sapling. I believe that's going to be the 4 tin dust, yeah. And tin dust is the mixed stone, which we don't have. And I forgot how we make these. This is grey coloured leaves. Okay, do we have any grey coloured leaves? We do. So that's going to get some more mixed stone nuggets. We're going to need 36. Getting 36 from 2 stacks. That's kind of asking a lot, but it may be doable. So we'll let that run. See where we get 36 out of it. In the meantime, let me just drop these nodes in here. We didn't need those in the end. The extra ones are made. I'll drop that one in there as well. And then let's have a look at the Friends quest line or chapter. Now this is quite a long one, and I said at the end of the last episode we're going to open quite a lot by doing this. Mainly lapis, redstone and iron. We're also going to get ender pearls from this, but the first thing we've got to do is to make the summoning block, and the summoning block is used to summon mobs, as it says there. The recipe for this is 3 void ingots and then 5 bronze and a bucket of, actually it's that bucket of, it's not blood, is it? It's oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Right, okay. Believe we've got that already, haven't we? Yep. 5 bronze and 3 void, and that should be that. And we'll keep our bucket. And we get another life essence. Now it's important that when we get this life essence back, because we're going to be needing it. Now what I'm going to do here is just knock a couple of these out. So the actual summoning block we're going to put here. So it's on level with the runes. I'm going to knock a couple more blocks out, simply because Endermen are tall. And then we're going to create a 1 block gap. Now some of the mobs that we're going to be spawning, especially the ones straight away, are actually only 1 block in height, so it's not going to help us that much. What I am going to do is to get some stairs. Have we got any stairs made already? Could use slabs, but I'm not. I'm going to use stairs, so we'll just create some stairs here. And if you put that block, so it's like that, that allows you to basically put liquids in there and take them out, and you can still stand here. So handy little tip. Since I've got stairs, I might as well put some there as well. Right, and we've now got 2 buckets because we got that tin of life essence, a bucket of life essence from the quest reward. So void copper nuggets can be used on a summoning block with life essence below to spawn the Endermites, and the Endermites drop enderpearl fragments. Do we have any void copper nuggets? We don't. I believe they are bronze, yeah. So, good job we did that. We need to make sure we've got 7 buckets in. Yeah, you see that? Almost one swipe all the way down with the lives give us a lot more life essence because of these runes. And then we can put that stack in there and they will convert to void essence. Oh, one of the other things I did is I cooked a load of fish. I don't know whether I've said that already or not. So I cooked all the fish that was in here. Oh right, we need these, don't we? How do we need? We need a 36, don't we, for 4 ingots. So we'll pop those in there also. And we'll keep feeding it blood. Or life essence. That looks almost full, so we'll stop there. I'll let these complete. In fact, I shouldn't have done that. We could have been killing these Endermites and getting our blood back. One thing I am going to need is this dagger. So don't hit them with a normal sword. You need to hit them with the dagger of sacrifice. If you're like me and don't use blood magic much, you're probably thinking, well, that's not going to give you any drops, but it actually does. So I'll take 20 of these. Come on, give me another one. Thank you. I'll put that there like that. How much blood we've got? So that's 8. Now with these you can spam them on the summoning block and spawn a load at once, but because these are actually 1 block high, we're going to just do them one at a time. And as you can see there, it dropped the enderpearl fragment. And it's an instant 1-hit kill. Sometimes you get more than 1, that time we got 3. Now let's do a couple. Oh, I thought to spawn more than 1. Now I did. And as you can see, we're getting a lot of blood back. So long as you kill them in the vicinity of the blood altar, you'll get the blood for it. If it's not working, you'll know because the dagger that I've got in my hand will not one shot or one hit them. It'll take a lot more blows. I can demonstrate that now. So if I let that Endermite come over here and then try and kill it, you'll see that it doesn't do a great deal of damage. But if I bring it back in the vicinity of the blood altar, 1 hit. So that's why you put your summoning block relatively close to your blood altar. So we've still got quite a lot of those to go. Now you're going to need quite a lot of enderpearl fragments. Come here. They're really difficult to hit sometimes. Luckily this is the only half block mob that we're going to come across. So shouldn't be that much of an issue. And then we've got 2 left, but let's make sure we're not wasting life essence. I might as well keep that full. Come here, horrible little thing. Right, so that's that. We are going to use a few different fluids under here. Mainly, the main 2 are this life essence and lava. We'll get around to the lava later. So you're going to need somewhere to store them. I'll just create holes in the floor and then just leave the liquid in there. So what do we do with the ender pearl fragments? Well, we collect the quest and get 3 more. You can make ender pearls with them, and we're going to need 4 ender pearls to make the green coloured sapling. Now I believe, yeah, it's going to be all 9. Just grab a sapling, again just choose any sapling you like, and that's the green one. We'll do the green and the orange in a bit to continue on this section. Let's get the bee book off that. We now need to make geode fragments. Now geode fragments are ender pearl fragments and then just stone pebbles. So remember, if you've got the charm in, to take that out, and then you will break the stone into pebbles. But I've kept a load of pebbles, so we don't really need to do that. I believe, or what I am going to need though, is probably more fragments. Yeah, that's only 3. That's, hang on a minute, why did that only make 3? Ah, that's better. And then I think that gives us some more, which it does. And then we get onto these budding stones and the clusters. Now, budding stone is going to need any stone, and then 5 of these. And we're going to need we're going to need at least 4. Maybe we can get away with 2 actually. You couldn't. You see this budding charm here? They basically, when you place these budding stones down in the world, there was no way of breaking them without them being destroyed. But you can get them back now with a budding charm. So in theory, we only need to make 1 of these, but we're going to need to make 3 cluster templates. Now, the reason you're going to need to make 3 is because when you put these budding stones in the cloche, you need to use the template as the seed, and that's so we're going to need 3. And you're probably thinking, why 3? Because there's only lapis and redstone. Well, this cluster grower here actually has 1 in as well, and as you can see there, 3, 6, 7. So we're going to need 21 of the geode fragments. So we need more of these horrible little creatures. And I've totally missed the dagger here. And look at that, I almost died. Totally missed the dagger. Swipe past it. Now, that gives us this opportunity here to show you that you can get loot boxes from mobs, but they very rarely contain anything other than cobblestone. That one, 12 cobblestone. You can get other things from them, and I shall leave that as a surprise. That's a bit better. So you can kill multiple at once, you just got to be adept at swapping between weapon and nuggets. Is that full? No. Is that done? And that's done. Right. Well, we've still got 3 buckets worth, or somewhere in the region of 3 buckets worth. Anybody that knows Endermites knows they're a real pain in the backside to try and hit. They are so small. Now I'm going to fill this up. So let's do 2. Is that full? Almost. Right, we'll stop there. See whether I've got enough fragments now. Oh yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that's enough. Right, so we need a empty budding stone, and we need the budding charm, and now these are blank runes, so I need to make those. We're going to need more blank slates. Now, no, I didn't automate blank slates. I was going to, but I didn't. So we need 3 of those. And then we need the wand, which I think was diagonal, wasn't it? Yeah. Now, if we collect the quests, that gives us the second budding stone we need. Oh, that actually gives us a cluster template. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Right, so to create the budding lapis, we use the alloy kiln, and all you need is any bucket of water with the stone. So we'll grab a bucket of water and then pop one of those in there, and the other one, the redstone one, you put it into a blood altar, a tier 2 blood altar. So there's the lapis one. And there's the redstone one. Now we're going to need to put these together somewhere so it's easier to actually use them. Oh, I forgot that actually breaks like that. So I'm going to put them one there and the other one there, and immediately hit them with the wand, and what they do is they insta-grow like that. Now let me just get 2 blocks to put behind them, otherwise we might end up losing the lapis and redstone that way and I'll not be able to pick it up, just like that. So we'll pop those back in, and the rule of thumb with this is to not leave the budding blocks like that. Always make sure you hit them with the wand. If you want to then walk away from them, they're fine. If you leave them without the cluster on top, then they will grow naturally, and you'll have to break the natural one off before you can use the cluster grower. And you'll also know, if you look in my taskbar at the bottom there, you'll see that I'm actually getting double the redstone to lapis. So I'm going to get a stack of each of these, and I'm probably going to break my pickaxe as well, because you need the pickaxe to break them, and it's got no life left on it. Right, so I'll keep a stack on me, and I'll put the extra bits in that chest. I'll put the cluster templates in that chest as well. We only actually needed 2 of them. I'm sure the other one will come in useful at some point. Let's just swap those around. And let's see what our quest now demands. So we get another budding lapis and another budding redstone, which will come in useful for when we get closures. And we've of course got redstone and lapis. And we also have our blue coloured sapling unlocked, and I'm guessing that is for lapis. Yep, so we've got 2, so let's just break this one. And then, same as usual, grab a sapling. That makes the blue one. Automatically completes. So we now get to Lapi-Stone alloy. And the way you make this is in the alloy kiln to start with. 101 makes a Lapi-Stone alloy. There is a better way to make these later on, and that's in the engineer's workbench. But take in mind that this way does require some sort of fuel. Now, you could postpone making it this way until we get to the cloches, and then you could put saplings, of course, in the cloches and have a load of wood, and then, you know, smelt that and do it that way. So to start with, top up to fuel, and we're going to create a full stack of each. We're going to need a lot of it. And then from that point, we can see now that the quest branches out. This way goes to iron, and then this way is actually lava, and then they meet up down here. So let's just grab a couple of these so we can get this quest done. And we now need nuggets. If we go branching down that side. And what do we do with the nuggets? Well, you'll never guess. It's not what you think. We don't put them in there. No. We take a stack of these and we put them back in the alloy kiln. So made inside the alloy kiln. Void iron nuggets. Now you'll only be doing this for a short time, because after you've made the nugget, you obviously make the ingot. The ingot can be also made in the engineer's workbench, and that's a void ingot and the Lapi-Stone alloy. And again, it needs some sort of fuel, so coal, charcoal, coal coke. That's the downside, doing it this way, but this is a lot quicker. And anything that is in the engineer's workbench can be automated in the automated engineer's workbench. So you can automate this, but again, it's easier to do once you get cloches, and then you can furnish the wood. Right, so we've got an extra 8. I'll just put those aside there, and then while those are alloying, we can come down this side and get the Lava-Mo-Tron. This requires 3 of the ingots, but we do need 5 deep slate. I'm not sure if we've got any deep slate left over. Oh, we have. That's lovely. What was in the middle? Just an empty bucket? Yep, just an empty bucket. Right, so 5 around the top, empty bucket in the middle, 3 across the bottom, and we have our Lava-Mo-Tron. And what does the Lava-Mo-Tron do? Well, it makes lava, and I'm going to put it just here. Doesn't need to be hooked up to anything. It uses fuel, just like every other thing. So we can use the void chunks. And what you do is you put the Lapi-Stone alloy in there to create these thermal shards. So made inside the Lava-Mo-Tron takes a lot of time to melt down. So it's not 1 for 1, by the way, either. As you can see there, it's barely moved. So you're going to need a lot more void chunks per lapis. I didn't think this we were losing void chunks, but that seems to have gone down a lot. Oh, I bet I'll tell you what it is. It was all the surplus that was inside the resource gens and in the hoppers that made it look like we were generating a positive. So that is actually going to run out. Now, how much does this store? Is that 4.6k? Yeah, or 512 ingots. Probably works out at the same. Right, okay. So doing 4 furnaces is too much. Now, I don't want to run out of void chunks, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take this one here. I believe this is north. I'm going to take the filter out of that. I'm going to take the filter out of that, and same with that. So this one here, I'll take those out, should no longer be getting filled up. So I'll take those out. So we're now down to 3 furnaces, and this one should remain empty, and let's see whether that generates a positive amount. What are we on? 1240. In fact, let me put all these back in. So 1480-ish. Because this is going to generate more than we need at the pace it's going to be going. So let's have a look. See, it's still dropping down to 1474. 1472. Yeah, it's still dropping. Okay, I have to keep an eye on that. If it becomes a bigger problem and we end up losing too much, then I'll just make some more resource gens. I'll probably do that off camera. Right, let's take our first thermal shard. If you've never seen these thermal shards, basically all it is like a bucket of lava. Apart from you can't pick it back up with the thermal shard. Once you've used it, that's it, it's gone. Did I not have 2 buckets? Did I use them both? Bet you I did. Yeah, I did. So let's make another bucket. You can pick it up, this lava, with any bucket, so it's fine. It's not a temperature pack. It's not going to burn you. Let's put those 2 filters in here out of the way. Right, so now we're continuing down this side. We need this alloy kiln. Let's take those out from there, and we'll get enough nuggets to match the void nuggets. That's more than enough. And we need some more fuel. And once you've got some void iron nuggets, we can collect that quest. That's going to give us 5 more. So we only need 2 more. See, have I got 7? Yeah, we need 2 more, or 1 more now. That's it, to create the ingot. And like all the other void ingots, you put them in the purified water strainers. And that will give you your first iron dust. I was going to say iron ingot, but it doesn't. It gives you dust. Oh, I got some. I must have been cooking some void nuggets in here. Let's make sure all these are empty. Yeah. So we'll put the iron dust in there. But they can go in there. And that is our first iron ingot. So we get 3 more, 2 more, and then 3 more iron. So we can pop these in here. Oh, that's not got a strainer in it. Pop them in there. That one's almost gone as well. That should give us some more iron dust. And then we can furnace those 5 to give us 6 iron. Now you'll notice that that is, oh no, we need pig iron. There's a little bridge there, look. It's difficult to see unless you highlight one or either of these. Obviously if you highlight that one there you can't see it at all, but if you highlight that one, there's a small bridge between the pig iron and this canister, so we need to do the pig iron next. And the way you make pig iron is 4 iron around the weak blood orb gives you 2 pig iron. So that's 4 iron ingots around the weak blood orb gives you the 2 pig iron. Do we get an extra 2? No, we don't. That would be really nice to do. And then we can make canisters, but we're going to need some more iron and some more, or 2 more thermal shards and some more pig iron. But what you can do with these is hit them on the summoning altar with the life essence below. And you get a pig. Hello, Mr. Pig. And I'm going to let you roam. Don't think there's anywhere where he can kill himself on. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. I mean, he could despawn, I guess. I don't think he can get in there because the campfire takes up half the block. So, well, let's put it this way. If he does get in there, we'll be having cooked pork for tea. So we continue to make iron. We're going to need quite a bit, or quite a lot. And meanwhile, we don't have a tree down here. It's associated with iron. But the iron meshes, as you can see there, has a max usage of 526. When you consider that the leafy one is 96, they are a lot better. But they are costly, because you'd have to continue making iron. Now, there is something within the pack which I don't believe has an unlock, and that is the Opulist Utilities Repairer. Is it unfamiliar? No, it's not. Oh. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of iron for that. It's got 2 anvils in it, so that's a lot of iron. Can we make the smithing table? Yep, we can. That's just any stone, so that's okay. So yeah, that's well, that's 54 iron plus 62 iron we need to make that. But it's worth doing when you're moving up to the bigger strainers, because when these strainers are not in use, you can take the mesh out and pop it in the item repairer to restore the durability on them. So all that iron, all 62 of it that I'm going to need, I should probably make all that off camera, ready for the next episode. But it's worth noting that you can actually make an item repairer within the game. Meanwhile, where are we going here? Is this... yeah, so we can make that now. Oh no, I can't. I'm an iron short. Not anymore. So this makes 2 canisters. And does the quest reward give us any more? It does, gives us 2 more. Now these miniature red hearts and the... well, these 2 and this one here, I'm going to leave these for now because you get them when you kill the pigs, basically. But I don't want to kill the pigs. I don't want to kill them yet to get the red heart. I'm not sure. Yeah, you see, that was a requirement, like I said in the last episode, for the red sapling. But in the updated pack it isn't, so that's okay, that's not doable. Worth noting that off the iron mesh here we've got nickel, aluminium, or aluminum, and silver. You're going to need silver before you're going to need the other 2. And silver nuggets are basically the light grey coloured leaves in water. That gets the silver nuggets. The aluminum nuggets is the grey leaves in water. And the chances are only 60%, as you can see. But it's leaves. And the nickel ones are the white coloured leaves above water. So we're going to hold off making those until we can get the cloches made. And we're on to this chapter now. Let's just briefly go over what we haven't done on here. Oh yes, green coloured leaves. Let's just do that one because I want to show you. Green, aren't we? Green. And we need a crook. I need to tidy my inventory. Oh my god, what a mess. Let's just put all these in here, but not those. They belong in there. I'll put the iron, or one iron in there. Keep hold of that. And we'll put those in there as well. That's the wrong grower. So remember, always crook it first, and then you'll get a bunch of saplings to work with. Or you'll end up having to use another 4 ender pearls and make another one. And I'm going to need some shears. And then we'll grow another one and shear it. And then hopefully from this set a bunch of leaves, we're going to get what we need. Now, what we like for strainers, none in there, one in there. So let's put the green leaves in there, see whether we can get one of each of these. Now, I believe it's very low percentage chance of getting these in the strainers. Yeah, 20%. It's not massive. So you just need one of each. Oh, and there we go, one of each. Great, sorted. Right. And that strainer popped anyway. So we'll put those saplings back in there. Now, the reason I wanted these, in fact, all these green leaves, we'll just turn them into leafy mesh. And then that one, we'll just pop it. Let me just make some strainers. Because just about, oh, meshes, sorry, just about all these have run out. So that's out, that's out. That one's almost dead, so we'll replace that one too. That one's got a fairly new one in, that's out, and that's almost dead, so we'll take that out as well. We've got a trash can up here, and I'm just going to throw these in and get rid of them. Don't need them. Right, that's grey coloured leaves doing the mixed stone. I was asked in Discord about growing bamboo. Now, the reason why bamboo is because it can make more durable meshes. So you can see there, it's 320 max uses. And the leafy one is, I think it was 96, was it? Yeah, 96. So these are, bamboo ones are more durable. But they can be quite difficult to grow. Now what I do to grow these is I'm going to grow them just here. First thing I'm going to do is mine out that, see how you do a small tunnel and it mines 64 blocks straight up? I'm going to do that. I'm going to break that block, put down dirt block, and put the bamboo there. Now, what I'm also going to do is take out the column next to it, because bamboo requires a light level of 9 and I have no torches on me whatsoever. Sticks, isn't it? Sticks, 7 should do. I'll just make 4. Yeah, bamboo requires a light level of 9, so it needs to be quite bright. Now, I'm not overly sure whether it's all the way up, whether it's the top block, basically it's growing as it grows up, or whether it's the bottom block that makes it grow. The easiest way of finding that out is to leave it like this, because as soon as it starts getting dark, it will stop growing. So we'll leave it like that. I'm not sure if this bone meals actually. Let's just see whether bamboo bone meals. Yeah, it does. Right, okay. So let's give it a boost up to there and see whether it continues growing up into that hole. Right, so we'll put sugarcane in there. We do need sugarcane to make paper, but we have other ways of making paper as we've already seen. So that's not that overly important. Cactus, green dye, but other than that, you can grow them in the cloches, but I've not really found a use for cactus as yet. Let's get rid of the green wood, the cobblestone. Let's have some stone back in the inventory, put the dirt back in there. Right, so we'll leave that bit, see whether it grows any further than that. So it's 1 block below that ledge there. It should grow into that gap. Pretty sure it doesn't need like a 2x2 all the way around. So we can collect these quests now. And that's that top section done. I thought we made the budding charm, did we? Oh no, we didn't make it because of all the blank runes. Right, okay, that's a straightforward recipe to make. We'll make that off camera. There's no real need to show you that. We'll come back to these at a later date. Now it's going to be a much later date, as in it's going to be down in the latex chapter, I believe, or maybe actually after that. Where is the... Is it fluid sieving? Oh yes, it's fluid sieving. So this chapter here, where we create the animal feeder and the animal babysitter and the mob slaughter factory, that's what we need our pigs for. So when we get down here, unless we need to, we'll come back to these then. And of course the iron gets easier to make once you get into this chapter here. And this is what we're going to do right now. And this is immersive engineering. This is the easiest way to create to create RF. It doesn't require any fuel or anything. And all it is 6 of the Lapi-Stone alloys, bronzing it in the middle, and some more of these thermal shards. I've got 2 left. Let's put some more in here. We're going to need some more. Let's put another 2 in there and then get some fuel. So 6 alloys, 1 of those and 2 of those makes a thermoelectric generator. And that gives you another one free when I click the quest. There's a help basic setup above it, but all it is 2 lava one side and then opposite side, so it's hot and cold opposite blocks. And you can chain these together, so if you create 2 lava there like that and you put one here, if you put another one there, then the same lava is used against 2 more water on the other side. So that's pretty straightforward to do. One thing we are going to have to decide is where are we going to put all the thermal machines. Now we've got stuff behind that wall. We could branch out that way. We could widen this out. Create a room there. Let me think. Where am I going to put it? I think we will widen this out. I'll remove all this. Now then, yeah, let's just do it like this. That's a lot of cobble. Do we have frame drawers? Yes, we do. Let's put our cobble in a drawer. Let's put these drawers here. I'm going to fill this relatively quickly. I'm going to take the charm out now, this stone charm, and then I'm going to knock this bit out and then do it again, but this time I'll be getting stone. Well, the stone pebbles, that is. And then we can just press K. And we'll put stone in this one. And we need some torches to light this up, because that's going to be quite dark. Right, for our power gen, for this, I really want, because this power gen is like you set it up and forget about it. Well, that's a dark spot there. Let's just put that there, and we'll put one there as well. Oh, there's a torch there. That did actually grow, but now I've done that, that might actually affect that growing. Any other dark spots? I think we're okay. Let's have a quick look in here, make sure we've not got dark spots in here, but no, that's fine. Yeah, definitely dropping. I'll make some more resource generators off camera and just change some more poppers underneath them. So because this is set it and forget it, we've already got there one bucket of lava. We did put 2 thermal shards in here, so we can use them instead. In fact, I need the bucket for the water, so I'm going to put the power gen in the middle. Well, I'm saying in the middle, probably around, I don't know, here. Let me change this to 3x3. And we'll put it at the back. So let's think, if we have lava, no, water, water, water there, lava there, and then the other one goes there. So that's our lava and lava. And then we have water there and water there. Do a bit of running. We're going to create a water source down here because we're going to be pumping water from this setup. And we'll do it. We knock those out there, put one there and one there, that creates the water source. So that creates a water source, and we can just do that. And they are generating power. Not that you can actually see that at the moment, but believe me, these generate power from that. So that's fine. We can leave those for the time being and carry on with our quests, which will tell us where to go next. Let's just get rid of these pebbles. So we need the LV wire connector, the LV wire relay, and then we can either make, well, we'll need all 3 of these. So let's make the wire connector and relay next. These are terracotta and copper. Hopefully I've got 5 copper ingots. Do I? Yeah, I've got loads of copper ingots. We've got loads of clay. Let's see, we're going to need 2, 4, 5, 6. And 6. So the relays are 1 each side with 2 copper down the middle. That gives you the LV wire relays, and then the connectors are, oops, not like that. 3 copper down the middle, and then 2 terracotta each side gives the wire connectors. And hopefully we'll get some more. Well, we get 1 more and 1 more. So we're going to need an LV accumulator. Now this is worth making. You just need 4 treated wood planks, 4 iron ingots, and this is not a bucket of life essence. It's a bucket of redstone acid. And all that is any bucket of water with 4 redstone. So we should have 4 redstone. We need 4 of our treated wood planks. We need some water. So the bucket of acid was like, I think it's shapeless anyway, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Wasn't like that, but I'll just make it proving a point saying it was shapeless. So these are accumulators, one for each tier, and we've only got one iron ingot. Of course we have. Oh, right. Okay, and the engineer's wire cutters is a Lapi-Stone and 2 sticks. So we'll make that, which won't complete because we haven't done that. This is 4 copper nuggets and a Lapi-Stone nugget. Can't make the other recipes yet. We will soon. So they are copper nuggets, not bronze nuggets. I know they look like bronze, but they're not. They're actually copper. It's a bad colour for the copper nuggets, I think. Copper nuggets. Copper. That's bronze. Copper. Yeah, as you can see, they're more akin to a bronze colour rather than a copper colour. Do we have any of the other? Yes, we do. So that in the middle, and then these like that. That creates the LV wire coil. So that's that quest, and we can now get the engineer's workbench. We only need 1 iron for this, so we'll use our 1 iron to make this, and then we should be able to make the simpler iron ingots. Let me just clear my inventory up again. It's getting a bit messy again and a bit full. Oh yeah, we didn't make the accumulator yet, did we? Because we didn't have the iron. So I wonder why I've still got that. So that and that are for the LV accumulator. This is a bit more tidier looking. So what we're going to need is our treated wood. And then we're going to need any 4 planks to make a crafting table. Now if you're using, oh mind you, I think that was the workbench or the work table, yeah, which is the workbench. You use this part here for the engineer's crafting table. This used to be a vanilla crafting table, so you used to have to make a coloured one and then use the transparent spray on it to make it back into a normal one. But as you can see here, it's cycling to all the coloured ones. So that's been added afterwards, so that's great stuff. We need 4 of those, 3 flat. Yeah, so you can make that no problem now. And we just need the treated wood fence. That's 2 more sticks. And we have the engineer's workbench, which we will put here. Not quite there. We will put there. Right, now we've made that, we need to make the engineer's blueprint. This is pretty straightforward. We need an iron that we haven't got. 3 blue dyes, which you can make from lapis, 3 paper, which we've got a copper and a Lapi-Stone alloy. So we've got the copper. There's the Lapi-Stone alloy. Let's get rid of them. We'll keep those on us. Let's get these void nuggets. Did we run any more void? No, we didn't. Not made in there, are they? They're made in the here. Oh yeah, look, loads. Right, we only needed 1, so I'll leave those cooking. So for the blueprints, which one was it? Oh, again, stop it with that. It's the engineer's blueprints. Oh, they're all engineer's blueprints. Right, so you want the one that says crafting components, that one. Yeah, that's the one. You'll need that one later on, the press molds. You don't need the others. You probably need that one if you go the arc furnace route, but that's optional. So we need this one here. Just need to turn these into blue dye. crafting components is the one that we need. And then you put that into the table along with the engineer's wire cutters. Actually, I'm not sure if you do need those in there or not. No, because that's... do you know, I don't know. I'm confusing myself now. I don't know if I'm remembering correctly or not. Anyway, let's carry on with the quest. We're now getting very close to getting to our garden closures. We need the iron mechanical component. Now this is rather expensive. So it's 2 iron ingots, a copper and some Lapi-Stone alloy. Let's get this making more iron. No, let's not do that because we can do it this way now. So once you've got the engineer's blueprint, you'll see here that there is a void iron ingot. And you can see there it takes the Lapi-Stone alloy, which is that one. It takes a void ingot, which is what we automated this to do. So that's that one. And it takes coal, or charcoal, or coal coke. And we have 44 charcoal in there. So we can put them in there. And as you can see, we can now pull out, well, it'll be 11. Do we have any more of that? No. So what we'll do is we'll take those 25 of each and put them in there where we'll make more. So that gives us 11 void iron ingots. So that's cut out making the nuggets in here. And we'll split those between the two. So we just need more of them. And that's in here. So let's get some more fuel on the job. Yeah, we're definitely running out of that. Of course, the plus sign is that once this is full, which it's not going to fill up. So what should we get to before we stop? What does this take? So we have bright shards already. We have paper, we have copper, and glass is not a problem. We've got all that now, so we can do that. We've got 2 of those. We should have glass. If we don't have glass, all you do is furnace this concrete dust. So let me just get some of that furnace in. And that creates glass. I've got a memory like a sieve, so I've got what the other 2 copper is. We've got that on us, and paper. Paper. And we need 3 paper. So it's these 4. So we'll take these 2 out, put those 4 in, and then we've got our light bulbs. Now we're going to need more than 3 because we're going to have a bunch of closures on the go, but we need something to get started with. So what we ran out of was bright shards, so we'll make some more bright shards. Can't remember how. Such is the nature of the pack. We strained concrete dust in purified water, so that's not an issue either. Apart from the fact these are doing something, but they've finished. Concrete dust. Don't know if it was 100% or not. It is. Right, so that's fine. That will give us 4, which will give us 2 more, well, 6 more bulbs. And that should be enough to make the garden closures that we need. I will take that iron out and that iron out, furnace these. So paper, bright shards, copper and glass. Because there's 3 more, so we just need the other 2. Paper. Don't think we had 3 paper left, did we? No, we don't. So let's just leave it at 6 for the time being. We'll put those in there. Right. See how that's not going any higher. So I wonder whether that is now out of light level range. So I'm going to put a torch there and see whether it grows any further, and that will tell us if it's the top of the block that needs the light level. I'll probably wiki it in it. It'll tell you that it's the top block that is actually growing upwards. Should grow up in that gap. It's not like Cactus where you need like a space at each side. It will grow in the smallest of gaps. As you can see, it grew that. Alright, I bone mealed it, but you know. Right, so that, and we can make 25 more iron. We shall leave it at that for the time being. I'll put those back in there, and we need to put these in here. That should give us a bunch more iron to work with. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to sort that out. Let's do that now. And of course we're going to need 4 void chunks, and I put stone in here, which is not easy to knock out. Where are the hoppers? Right, okay, so get rid of that, get rid of that torch, and we'll put 3 there, 1 there, like so. Put the void, oh, not 21, I realise we're going to take all of them. Put 1 in there, 1 in there, and 1 in there, and that has expanded those. Should probably make a door for that instead of using this. It's just nice and hidden, and I like things nice and hidden. So hopefully that's going to make a plus now. A very, very, very slow positive amount. Now, unfortunately, you can't speed the resource generator ones up. The only way you can speed them up is by adding more, which is what we've just done. So off camera, I think I'll need to add some more as well. There's no point showing you that because we've just done it twice. So yeah. And I think at that point, did that grow? Oh wow, yeah, look, it's grown all the way up there. So it looks to me like you need light level 9 on the top block. So let's have a look and see if we can get up a bit further. And stick another torch up as high as we can. Can't jump any higher than that. Like so. And that'll let it grow a bit bigger. Now we could use a piston to break this and then water to collect it, but because the physics are weird in this pack and you have this physics mod on that basically drops stuff like that, the bamboo just tends to drop on top of this dirt block. So that's not really any good. So what I'll do is I'll let this grow. I'll probably string these torches up. I'm not quite sure how high bamboo grows in overall height. But I'll probably get some more torches up there. I'll probably break these and just pillar up and then start from the top and come down. And then we can just break it and it will all drop down the hole anyway because there's nowhere else for it to go. And then we can make our meshes from that. We've got loads more iron. So I've shown you the quick way of doing iron on here. Also note that you can do the Lapi-Stone alloy as well, like that, instead of in the alloy kiln. The other things are standard immersive engineering components, so that's not really a thing to look at. Let's do this over 4. And I might end up making some more chests as well and sorting this out, because it's a bit of a cluster mess at the minute. Nearly said something else, but I didn't. I said cluster mess. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've got we did the chapter that we set out to do, although we've got a couple of bits left at the bottom and this side, and we got pretty much 3/4 down the heat power chapter. So we'll finish this off in the next episode. We'll set our garden closures up and the fluid pump to fill them with water. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye for now, and stay good.